Right. We back. We're gonna try a little bit of rapid here. You might see that. No. Play this move. It looks a little weird. But if you occupy e4 with the knight, sometimes they just go queen c2 and like knight g5 or knight d2, and you end up pinned to your own bishop on b7. Polsky, happy to hear that. Go London system. Trying to get the rapid up there a little bit. So strange move, but basically if he ever moves the knight, we want to trade. Okay, here I think we just want to play d6. He's probably going to play c5, but I'm not actually that bothered by that move. Yeah, c5 will just like let him take. Don't think we need to react. Should have put our knight on a5 here. Hello there, chicken pants. Knight d2 will take. We want to play rook c8, knight a5. So he succeeded in undoubling his pawns, but he's still left with a weakness on an open file. So I wouldn't say that he solved everything. Knight a5, c4. Rook c8, c5. Yeah, it doesn't look like we get what we want there. I'd like to prevent c5. I'm not sure we can, though. Hmm. Yeah, I don't really think I can prevent this. Knight a5, c4, rook c8, just c5, and he's going to be able to play that. I'm going to go here. If c4, I'll play rook d8 just to stop c5 for one move there. And yeah, the most annoying thing is that, so I want to move that rook as soon as possible. If he goes queen b3, that helps. Queen a4. If the pawn's on c4, maybe we could even try to win the d pawn. And this also gets maybe towards like queen b7 as a move. c4, rook here, maybe queen a4, queen b7. The dream is that he doesn't get to push this pawn. We trade light squared bishops. This knight goes to c4. We're all happy there. Okay, so we're definitely going to take that. I need to move this rook from f8, otherwise I can't move the d pawn at all. And I think he's about to play e4. I can't really prevent it. So let's definitely do this. That way my queen can move. I think he's going to go here. We want to go rook c8. We want to go queen b7. I think he's going to do this. If not that, he might go queen e2. We'll follow up with this. d5, e5. His bishop also becomes pretty strong there as well. Okay, he allows me to play knight c4. To me, that's a pretty big achievement. And if he plays c4, I'm not going to be able to do it. So I think I'm playing this without thinking. It has to be played. Okay, he guards this. He's still guarding c3. d5 and knight e4 definitely comes to mind. I mean, rook ac8 looks pretty normal. I was actually thinking maybe he'll do that. Don't think there's any tricks there. Actually, yeah, on the previous turn, bishop d6 was for sure a move, but yeah, now that I just noticed queen a4, he can take that, we take that. He can push. He can take and go knight d5. Yeah, I think this is the end of the game. I should win a piece here, if not more. That's probably what I would try, just in desperation. Still doesn't work. He'll be down a piece there. Yeah. Queen a4. Pretty powerful. I didn't notice it for a minute or so. Or maybe not that much, but it took a little while. Yeah, this is definitely the move I would do. Taking here doesn't make sense. Taking here seems like there's still too much counterplay, so I think we can go here. But if we take and bishop e7 happens, I think we just take the rook. Taking there is no good. Our queen can block any checks. And if he takes the rook, we just keep our knight at the end. I don't really see anything that he can try. So yeah, this looks easy enough. If he takes back, then knight d5. Knight e4, he could move his rook, and then we can't really take that bishop, so we definitely want to go here. It also covers e7 in case you wanted to do this. Still wouldn't be a good move, but yeah. Now we'll just take this. And rook here, queen d3 will force a queen trade, so he's going to go bishop d6. We could take another pawn, but I don't really want to hand the c-file over to him. Queen here. You can still wiggle around. Yeah, I think we start with this. Just take control of both of the open files so that if I ever move my queen, he can't all of a sudden make any threats. Probably this. The only question is, do we want to throw in queen e4 check? I believe the answer is definitely yes. But I win the pawn with my queen on c2. So there's that. Yeah, let's go here because if queen f3, then queen c6 will trade the queens. And I think he will do this because queen b7 looks like kind of tricky. And queen e3 doesn't really do anything. We can always drop the queen back here, and rook c1 is never a threat. h6 if needed. It would be nice to trade the queens, so like rook a4 maybe to threaten queen e4. Yeah. Looks like rook here is the end of the game, but we do have to be a bit careful. Rook here. Queen d4, rook d3. Queen e4, rook takes g3. And rook d1. Worst case we could take. Yeah, I really think rook c3 is the move. I know it looks not very good, like a little bit exposing, but it really feels like the move. Queen here, here, and queen d8, I suppose. Trying to convince myself that there are other moves, but probably don't even need to allow that. I was thinking of this, but it's surprisingly tricky. I think I will play this and rook c2. Once the rook trades, then I think the oh wow. Definitely did not expect that. We're just allowing him no counterplay. Good game. We'll take that. Yeah, bishop e4. I'm a fan of this idea. Is it fair to say most people would bring the knight in? I mean, maybe you wouldn't necessarily play it right away, but if you played something, it would probably be with the knight. Like, even here, knight g5 is like... You can already lose the game. So, bishop e4 is usually the way to go there. And I think he should have been playing c4. Allowing me to play knight c4, I thought was very fortunate. The only move that I missed, which I called out during the game, was I think he could have taken and played e5. And it's not like, you know, it's unbelievable for him, but, you know, I have to play this, or I have to leave it there and play rook c8. It's like, it's not really what we want. And then it's not too difficult from here. Not too difficult. There we go. Got a nice win there. I'll probably jump into another game. We're going to take a HelloFresh break. I want to make sure that we get people in there early. Spudge, are you part of the beautiful 7 already? I'm going to play another rapid game in a sec. Someone give this man a well-deserved hamburger. You might be able to find that on HelloFresh. Spudge is beautiful, ergo he's part of the beautiful 7. Exclamation mark HelloFresh. It's actually exciting for us because we've worked with HelloFresh before, but we have a global code. That might not mean anything to you if you're in the US and you've taken advantage of our HelloFresh promotions before, but a global code? I mean, this is everything. It means that wherever HelloFresh operates, you can use our code. So if that's Canada, and we're from Canada, doesn't mean we've always been able to offer deals for Canadians to take advantage of too. But if you're in Canada, it'll work for you. If you're in Europe, there's a lot of places that HelloFresh operates in Europe, like you've obviously got Germany, France, Italy, the Netherlands. Go KNVB. Yeah, best of luck in your tournament there, Yusim. It's also in Norway, Sweden. Got HelloFresh in the UK, down in Australia as well. Many other countries, but that just gives you an idea. The global code will work in all of those locations, any place that HelloFresh operates. Whereas previously, we had a great code, a great deal, but it was US only. So we got a little bit of everything now. So exclamation mark HelloFresh. That will bring up that link in chat. You can use the code, but obviously it's a little easier to just click the link. The code is POGHF140713. You get 10 free meals. You get free appetizers for life as well. So as long as you're in the US, don't worry. Although it's a global code, we still thought of you. Extra space in your belly for some appetizers. You get a free one every time you order a HelloFresh box. And the appetizers are pretty nice. They're just like an add-on to the meal. Like, why not? Why the heck not? So, I have it in under 20 minutes because you know your boy's always looking to cook it up quick. But other than that, I would say like the high protein or the fit and wholesome. Those are my categories. Spudge, which category are you in? I'm waiting. It was actually a lot easier to talk about HelloFresh when we had somebody that made their username the discount code in the chat. Spudge is a high protein guy. Understandable. So if you click that link or you use that code, right? POGHF140713 or simply exclamation mark HelloFresh, click the link. It'll take you to this page right here. Or to be honest, I think it'll take you to this page. The code you can enter right here. Click through. You'll get right here. Now, these categories, you might be like, okay, what the heck's going on there? Which one do I pick? Not sure. You can check them all for now. Remember, it's only to show you like which meals they could give you or which ones you would like. So it's not like you click this and you suddenly only have access to those meals. So don't worry, this isn't like a game ending decision. This is the one where you see the best price per serving here. Right? Most popular, $5.49. As you spend more money, as you get more meals for more people, of course the savings are going to be more, right? You can see for their biggest total here, you're saving like $150, so it's Pretty impressive. 6 meals for 4 people for 120 bucks. Like $5 a serving. You're doing pretty well. This is the most popular for a reason, but if you really just wanted to try it out, maybe use the code, support the Chess Brat channel, grab some food for yourself. Your first box totals less than 25 bucks. Pretty good. Less than 25 bucks. You get 2 meals with 2 it's for 2 people, so serves 2, even if you're just getting it for yourself. Not only do some people have a big appetite, but it also works as leftovers. So what is HelloFresh? You get the ingredients, you get the instructions, you get the correct and exact amount, like portions of everything that you're gonna need, and then you cook it yourself. Really, really brain dead easy instructions. Guys, Eric and myself can do it. That means you can do it too. Spudge is swapping the Uber Eats for the HelloFresh for the month. Let's go. Adult decisions, Spudge. Adult decisions. So that's HelloFresh. We're working with them. They're our partner right now. You got a couple more weeks that you can still use the code or sign up. Okay, we got 7 signups right now. Obviously, we're pushing for more. Want to get, hopefully, the people that are outside the US on HelloFresh, because we do have a bunch of viewers that are outside the US. Even Canada counts for what I'm saying right now, because we've always had a US code. Canadians haven't been able to take advantage of them. You learn a great skill, cooking, and you can keep the recipes. Why not? What I hate about cooking the most, I actually really enjoy it. It's something that my girlfriend and I do often. But what I hate about it the most, and it still bugs me, cooking outside of HelloFresh even now, it's like sometimes you get the ingredients for something and you can't buy the exact amount that you need. So no matter what, there's like some little bit of something going to waste. So it feels nice that when you got these HelloFresh meals, it's like everything you need you use. And then it's gone, it's done, and that's just it. So you're doing pretty well at less than $6 a serving. We're going to be doing some cooking streams. I am going to drop this link in the chat right now. This is just a glimpse at the menu. So you can have a look at it, like what kind of recipes do you like? Of course, you can just select here. They got you covered whether it's vegetarian, pescatarian, meat, high protein, quick and easy. There we go. That's me, baby. So you can do that. And then if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the current menu. And I recommend doing this because if you're on the fence, like it's 25 bucks. 25 bucks to support the channel, get some food for yourself, gets delivered to your door. Practice cooking, or if you're already good at that, then it's nice to have you covered for the week. But you can take a look at the recipes. I always recommend doing that before you make a decision. It's like, see if the meals even look good to you. Like, would you get them? Would you eat them? I'm going to get some for myself. And as I said, we are going to be doing a cooking stream. Spudge, think about it. 25 bucks. You get a couple meals, serves 2. You'd probably spend that on your order for 1 meal, right? Well, that's not bad math. What's my cooking elo? It's a good question. Objectively, probably like 1,300, 1,200. Objectively. Lots to learn. Lots to learn. Yeah, I'm following the cooking habits though. So what is this? Mostly meat. Honestly, the barbecue spice chicken Sammy's looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But that's why I'm like, take a look at the menu, right? Because then you'll know if it would be the if it would even be interesting for you to try it. You're like, okay, yeah, this looks pretty good. I can see myself eating that. Ginger beef and pork noodles. If you're watching the carbs, there you go. Got some nice light meals for you. Well, it depends on the meal you get there, buddy. Quick and easy. This is where you'll find me. Sweet chili chicken sandwiches. Boom, that looks great. Panko top salmon looks fantastic. Looks fantastic. So like I would get these for sure. Salmon is I feel like one thing that you can miss when you're just like eating at home, eating out, ordering in, just like in that routine is fish. So I do like to always throw in a salmon dish. Baked turkey quesadilla, that sounds pretty good, Spudge. And the thing about this is when you get these, like for example, this one's turkey, it's baked turkey and corn quesadilla, but you can also usually substitute the meat. So if you don't like turkey, but you're like, man, that would slap if it was like beef or chorizo or something, you can swap it. Badkins has a high cooking elo. Okay, noted. Yeah, drop your cooking elo in the chat. Mine's 1200, but I feel like HelloFresh is like habits for cooking. Very good for you. Very good for you. So we're hoping to get some people signed up to HelloFresh. Like if you're in Europe or Australia, got some buddies in the UK. Confident 2500 from Badkins. Holy. You can use our link. Please do. POGHF140713. You get 10 free meals, free apps for life. As long as you got an active subscription if you're in the US. But outside the US, we got you covered. So we're kind of excited. We have a global code for HelloFresh. It's nice that you can just try it out, and next week, if you're not feeling it after you've tried it, you can just cancel. It's that simple. They're not trying to lock you into like a year of meals delivered that you can't get out of. If you want to skip a week, get another. If you want to go light on one week and then heavy on another, you can do that. You can order it for someone else, or you can just try it out. Less than $25 to. If you remember, just getting like the cheapest option. Yeah, less than $25. Try HelloFresh, see if like you actually get to the meals. So that's what I always recommend. I'm like, hey, I'm here with a great deal on something that we've ordered and I've used a lot before. So I know it's legit. HelloFresh, big company. We've always enjoyed their food. Cooking streams have always been fun. But I'm like, look, try it out. Order it, you get a nice discount, you'll support us, $25. Just see if it works for you. If you get to the meals and you cook them and you're like, this is fantastic, keep it running. You'll get a discount next week too. If you don't like it, you don't have to stick with it, right? If the HelloFresh meal sits in your fridge and you're that type of person, and no shame, I've fully been there. A week goes by and you just don't cook the thing. You never get to it, you're too lazy, you're not interested, whatever. Then just cancel. You're not locked in. Smoke on until you got a box arriving tomorrow. Very nice, very nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Your cooking's on a 3K level? What the Chicken Pan says he's 2300 cooking at least. Damn, there's a lot of titled cooks here. Okay, Propus is a chef. Okay. All right. Well, everyone else quiet. Everyone else pipe down. I don't want to hear it from none of y'all. So that's HelloFresh, guys. I think I'm going to jump back into some rapid, but want to make sure everyone knows about the link and the code, exclamation mark HelloFresh in chat. Nice to just have in your fridge for a week. I think the 2 and 2, this is what I did, is the best. I mean, I know this is the most popular, but honestly, less than $25 just to try it out if you're not sure. I think that's the way to go. And yeah, have a look at the menu. May as well, right? If you want to check out some of the options. I find the HelloFresh meals pretty good. There's enough variety that I can usually find something every week, like chicken, beef, and fish. A little bit of everything. In Germany, HelloFresh, some of the meals are Euro Cup themed. How does that even work? They have like a Polish sausage, you know. That sounds kind of fun. So I'm for sure on these ones. I'm going to cook these next week. Quick and easy. Sweet chili chicken sandwiches looks crazy. Even the quesadillas looks pretty good. And like I said, if you don't like turkey, you can just sub it. And the panko top salmon. I'm looking for the salmon the most. So I would say that one. That's probably my top pick. But I love this section, quick and easy. You know, it's less than 30 minutes for sure. As you can see, it's saying like 20-minute meal, prepped in 10. Like, it can be very, very fast. That's what I'm looking for. Yep, Badkins, we'll be ready to judge. We'll be ready to judge. So that's HelloFresh, guys. Hopefully you get some more people signed up. You have a couple weeks to use our code. Or if you know someone, pass the code on to them. We're going to continue our HelloFresh Rapid. King of the Light. Okay. Okay, definitely going to go D6 here. I'm kind of waiting because I'm not sure if he's going to play D4 or not. It kind of feels like he is. Because I would play this if he was going for this plan, but if he plays like rook e1 and D4, then I think I want the knight on D7. I might not be able to delay it that much. Yeah, it makes sense. I still feel that he's trying to do this one, but I'm running out of moves that are actually useful. Like, I think we're just going to go for this. Because if he tries to go for this plan now, I feel like the rook wanted to be on f1, so it seems normal that he would play d4 now. HelloFresh fried liver meal. Yeah, I could see it. Linguine and bacon, CP. That's what got you? Okay, he does play d4. Let's bring the pieces in. So normally I would say this, maybe g6. h5 is like depending on the position, but a lot of times it can be useful. Queen d2, I mean, makes a lot of sense. As usual, I'm going to bring the queen back. It's not that nice to be on the c file when the rook is there, and as I mentioned before in another rapid game, it can be kind of helpful to maybe try to play b5. So I think we want to go back. If we go g6, e5, does that work? Still looks wrong. Takes. We have to move the knight, though. I feel like bishop f8 makes sense. I can play e5, but I don't like knight f5. Usually a good rule is like play g6 before e5 or play bishop f8 before e5. But usually e5 right away is not good enough. Let's go here. It definitely looks like a funny move with the bishop on b2, but I think this move is not so bad. I want to play bishop f8 and maybe bishop g7, but definitely just bishop f8. Now, e5 is a bit more of a consideration. Still feels a little bit early. But yeah, the hedgehog is definitely one of my favorite openings. Okay, goes f5. I think we'll just play bishop back. We could also take it. Take it, play like e5. My only problem with this is takes bishop to h3. Doesn't look that easy to deal with. I have to play king f7 there, but something looks wrong. So for that reason, I think we might need to take and go e5. Which, I don't know if that's all that bad. It seems bad, but our king can hide in the corner. We can use the g file if needed. This is not that dangerous. Nitty, you found it. Exclamation mark HelloFresh. That's right. Looking to get a few people on the HF. I think it's time for B5. He does have this move, he has this move, but I still don't see the big danger. He definitely can't take it. Okay, sounds good, Spudge. Happy lurking. Yeah, I know taking and playing e5 doesn't look that good, but I don't know. This isn't that scary. And I am getting my counterplay. Badkin's posting his cooking elo proof. All right, tell us about it, Badkins. What's that one? Damn, he came in with the knight. Knight here. Hitting this pawn. I was going to continue with rook c8, but I thought it was important to play knight f6 first. This looks like a relevant threat. Bishop takes d5. I do want to play rook c8 next. We're definitely wide open here, but e5 is covered. We can always boot the queen out. Knight g5 doesn't do anything on its own. Okay, this makes sense. He's guarding that. I was thinking also queen a7, because then maybe there's knight g4. But honestly, I'm still trying to figure out how good that is. Knight g4, let's say he plays h3. Because knight f2, king h2 is not... It's not good enough. What we can do there is play queen e3. Takes, the knight's being hit. Knight e4 and like take and take. That could work. This also just looks really solid. Oh, queen here, knight g4. There's just knight e4 covering that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Immediately, already don't like it. Queen here, knight there, knight e4 is pretty solid. Okay, he goes knight e4 now. By the way, pure luck. Because this move, I'm serious when I say I didn't see it. Like, I just got lost in my thoughts. The fact that this isn't losing, and I think it's not losing, just barely, is luck. For sure luck. And I think it's because we hit this bishop. I mean, hitting the bishop is just a good thing to do, so it's not complete luck. Definitely not planned. It's like this wasn't a completely useless move. It's hitting a piece, tying the queen to it, so it makes sense that we might escape, but definitely not by design. Like, yeah, whatever this is, not supposed to happen. It's genius. It's actually a good move. All right, what are we gonna do? Queen here, probably. Yeah, that looks like it makes sense. And we can try to find some way to pick up the d pawn, maybe, with like some checks. That's the most obvious one. Maybe this. This. Damn. You just took it. Cold-blooded. Probably should have done this last turn. But it was nice to get my king off maybe a checking square. Didn't have enough time to piece together what to do there. He had a few wins. Damn. Yeah, I this like time thing always gets to me. Of there being no increment. It feels so strange and rapid. Still getting used to it. Yeah, we got a little lucky here with Queen C7. It's a shame because that was a pretty good game. I mean, he didn't play poorly. Here we're definitely better though. It's so funny how this Queen C7 move actually worked out. Like, I'm serious. This is actually better than it was before. Doesn't make sense, but it is. Yeah, I know we're doing well here, but we could not find it. Yeah, E3 should have just gone E2, but I got a little frightened of this move. And I was like, uh-oh, where are we putting the king? And I realized now, bishop E6. Yeah, because the whole point of E3 is, well, I think it's a winning move. We offer the bishop, but then we go like that. We should have just played E2, but I got real scared of this. But this is just a non-move. The game's over there. So actually E2 I think would have ended the game. Maybe this is a little tricky. No, because there's no checks. Why not E3 now? Because there's Queen F8. So I played bishop there to stop Queen F8. That's what I was thinking. It's not a bad move, but the queen's also a little bit more involved in the position. So like this, Queen F8 looks pretty scary. I'd rather put his queen on a more offside position and then go like this. So yeah, the game is actually perfect, but all from luck. Queen C7 was a bit random. It worked out beautifully though. And yeah, here we're winning, but I don't know. We should have just stuck to our E2 move. Would have been a pretty easy win there. This time thing is throwing me off. But I'm going to stick to it. I don't think I'll go for the plus 10 seconds. I don't know. It's just so many more cheaters there. Are we playing rapid? We are. I'm going to take a small break, grab a snack, and BRB. Oh, we're muted. Oh, oops. I was so happy to be sitting here with my food and the rapid. Perfect afternoon. I guess that meant we're still on a break. I don't think we can do anything about this. Man, allowing h5 does not look good, though. If I play h5, the problem is he gets a hold of the g5 square, which I think he could make use of. What are we going to do? This rook absolutely needs to be on b8. I'm very surprised he hasn't played this yet. So the reason I played h5 is because if something goes wrong here, it's going to be with knight g5. I don't think it's a forced sequence. And because it's not forced, I'd rather be in this spot where structurally, fundamentally, my pawns are fine. If instead I played like this, he goes h5, I can't play g5 or long time I'm worse. If I take, we're worse. And if I let him take, I'm also pretty exposed. So I wasn't really sure which concession to make. Wow, I can't believe he didn't play knight to d5. I'm actually kind of shocked. Let's play this because we know it'll be a useful move. It's no good on c8. Needs to be here. Bishop c8 to e6, perhaps. Huh. That move is the annoying one. Kidongo TV, thanks for the 16 months with Prime there. I appreciate you. Continuing the journey. I want to do this, but I'm bothered by queen there. Because if I play bishop d7, then I drop this pawn. He's taking his time. And I think he's playing a lot of extremely reasonable moves. I'm running out of moves. If I don't play this, then the move knight d5 will hit me at the wrong time. Like rook here, there was queen v5. I think if he takes, I could try bishop c6 and take back on b4 with the rook. Yeah, rook a8, queen b5. I don't know. I didn't really have good answers there. Queen c7 gets hit with that. Another good move by the looks of it. This is a bit more of a possibility now. Maybe we play this. If I took, I really didn't enjoy the rook also showing up on b1, which is why I did this. Chat speed 99. Thanks for the prime. Okay, knight c6. I guess he's going to go back. Huh. This has been uncomfortable all game. Don't really like this bishop, so I'm going to trade it off for something. This is defended. I've got my rook on this. I want to do that. Just feeling like it's looking a bit better here. Takes rook b3. Double, bring the knight back. Looking a bit better than it did a couple moves ago. Only a bit. And rook a6 will drop back. Or actually, we'll use this rook. Again, rook a6, rook b6. Okay. Definitely not the best move, but we'll give it a shot. Looking for an easy position to play quick. Bring this king to e7, and then my rook is free. I just like the knight against the bishop. I think that was the right decision. The knight does pretty well against the bishop, especially when the time's getting low. You used to watch the chess. Oh, I think you meant this chess stream. You used to watch chess streams 2 years ago. What's been happening? No more COVID, so I guess it's not as big. But if you were watching 2 years ago, you may have been tuned in to Hikaru, and nothing's changed. Still the same stream that you tuned into 2 years ago. Get Good Bud 420, thanks for the 29 months. I can't believe it either. Yep, a lot of IRL chess. Definitely. I've seen a lot of that. Man United 6,000. Good observation, Sheva. Yeah, we might do some more of those, Milan. In general, those are good. So we're gonna go here. Yeah, usually the goal is just to trade that off. Okay, interesting. I'm not really sure what that move is all about. If we play this, we know he's really trying to get that move in. It still looks kind of difficult to achieve, though, because of the d-pawn. I like h4 here. Bishop back to f1, maybe. But I kind of like the pieces the way they are right now. Yeah, okay. He's definitely trying to play e5 here. I think it's a little bit too much. I don't think you can sort of make your plan that obvious. Okay, let's hit the d-pawn to hopefully discourage e5 some more. Also, playing bishop back also it makes e5 impossible because the d-pawn should run into some problems, but we don't need the rook on the e-file right now. This bishop's really annoying for that queen. Another nice move for me is a5. His bishop's really far away from doing anything over there. So I like a5 as a next move. Figured he was going to do that at some point. Okay, so a5 now. If we go e4, b5, e5, takes, for example. We have h4 and like trying to play h5. So that looks double-edged. You know, he gets some stuff as well. We could also go a5 ourselves. But we'll probably have to sack that pawn. I think this is pretty good. I'm going to let him achieve this. Now, taking might actually just help him get the trades that he wants. If I don't do anything and this happens, and I don't do anything again and this happens, I'm not that upset. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to go g3, king g2, rook there, and I'm trying not to take because I don't want to trade rooks with him. So now I'll take because his rook's not there, so that just makes sense. And we can go g3. Okay, rook takes is... I feel like that's strange. Because we can always go bishop back to c1, for example, to cover everything on defense. Let's just continue with our plan. I think I want to start with rook a2. Just to make him commit everything. Okay, now we want king there, rook there, h5. So that's my plan. I have a clear idea. And I'm not sure what my opponent can do against it. He can't play f6. He's probably going to do this and maybe try to play f6 then, but still. Yeah, I wasn't trying to play g4, and that I was just trying to like keep my position. Basically, my position is going to be good whether I have a successful attack or not. Okay. Knight b3. Still no threat, so let's go here. Knight b3 is going to happen, of course. And then we should probably move the bishop at least once. Is this of any interest? Takes, knight takes. She's probably going to move the knight back to a5. Because basically I have rook b1 as a way to keep everything defended here. It looks pretty reliable. Let's do this. Let's take with the knight. He's going to go knight back. And then I think rook b1. Hey, Johnny. Yanya, just dominant, eh? Just dominant. The only way black can make a threat with these 3 heavy pieces is by playing knight back. But I think we can just defend. How do I get my plan to happen right before this b2 pawn falls? Ah. Here, knight a5, queen d1. And he can't take the pawn because of the knight. And if he moves the knight, then I play bishop c1. I think that's right. Because knight a5, h5, rook takes b2 is just not in time. I have to deal with this queen down there. Yeah, starting with h5, I don't know. He can take and play g6 too. Not that easy. Yeah, g6, g4, he'll take again. You're happy to sacrifice all my pawns. Because they're not your pawns. It's easy to sacrifice them from the chat. Queen b6. I wonder what the plan with that move is. Okay, so he wants to go here and have it defended so that rook takes can happen? No, he wants to go there. Okay, I have not been predicting these moves very well. We'll try this. Queen a1, knight g4. There's no queen c1 to force a queen exchange. So his only plan seems to be like queen a2 and then knight, let's say a1, to then threaten that. And I'm hoping that I'll have something that I'm threatening by then. This is tempting, but maybe rook b6. I was thinking about bishop g4 because it... Interesting. That's a pretty decent move. Takes bishop g7. Ah. I have to take... So rook d2. We just have to play queen h1. Only attempt. But this is a must play. Hunted him down there. Yeah, it ended up just being checkmate. So, what did I want to do? I wanted to do this because I was like, man, there's a chance that this guy plays like very good chance he does this. Because let's be honest, this would be kind of sexy. But the problem is this move takes the square from my knight. And so if he just guards it, then I'm like, well, I don't really have a... Like if he sees it, it's a bit of a gimmick. That's the problem. Good chance of it working, but it's not actually right. Knight g4 is the best move. Okay, knight takes. Now here, I got caught up on this knight f6 move. And here, I was going to play my queen move, but I didn't like knight f5. Wow. Queen d2, knight f5, losing. Queen c1, knight f5, winning because of the weird move, rook h2. And queen h1. Only move on the board, but it's force mate. I did not see that. Now, taking I can also do. Rook takes. And then this transposes to our game, which is a force mate, by the way. This is over. Force win. So my line was pretty decent. What I thought he would do, though, was take with the queen. If he took with the queen, I'm up a piece, but I have 10 seconds. I'll easily flag. Not to mention I might just be worse. So you should have done that. Now, obviously, my queen can't be taken because of mate. This, I wanted to work, but there was knight f5 all the time. This was a pretty good game. We were slightly better the whole way. I like the way we played it. Not many mistakes, I would say. Yeah, here I actually didn't like rook h4 because I realized I wanted to use it for the knight. But it's still a good move, but maybe I was thinking, could have done it better. Knight h2 is the best move. And then here I could have taken the knight, yeah. Maybe a bit more accurate. Can he play king f8? Yeah, he can do it, but it doesn't really change anything. Because he's still going to get mated here. Why couldn't the queen be taken? Well, I just play bishop f6 and it's mate. That's the problem. If I'm threatening mate here, then I'm also, like, if I'm threatening mate here, then obviously if I ever get this same position again without the bishop, then it's mate as well. So when I'm taking, he can't take me because I just go back. And then we have mate. Queen h6 instead of queen h1. You know, Venus chess, all I can tell you is it's a tremendous idea. I also think queen h6 is better than queen h1, but unfortunately I'm constrained by the rules of chess. After bishop takes g7, why can't he take the queen? After I explained it, why can't you listen? We had to take out Man United. Thanks, Hetman F2, for the raid. Bad Kip, thanks for 43 months. Cheers, Bad Kip. Board Butcher, thanks for 31 with Prime. You're enjoying there, Mr. Spudge? Hey, Rainbow Teddies. Definitely base guy. I mean, Tim was suggesting bishop h5. It's not completely crazy, but the thing is, Tim, I'm not threatening anything dangerous on the next move, right? So black will play this or this, play rook takes, and have more threats than me because, for example, this hits my queen, then rook takes. It's all happening way too fast. Same idea with like if I hadn't played rook there and maybe played here, right? Absolutely, there is going to be sacrifice here, but I don't know if it's like completely over. You can sack, the knight comes to f8, covers this, and hits the queen. It's probably winning, but you'd be surprised how the opponent can wiggle, even in this type of a position. G Madrid 69, thank you for the 32 months. It's kind of annoying. I got a nice win in there. Knight f8, no mate. I've heard that before. Keep the good times coming. My opponent said, bruh, a grandmaster, really? Feels bad. He says he began chess a year and a half ago. Oh, he lost to this guy. Remember we played him. We also lost to him actually, but just on time. Yeah, Tim, you're exactly like me. You always gotta get the sus, like, whenever someone starts hitting you with a lot of chat messages, I just started playing a year ago. Huge honor to play you. I'm Hold on just a second. I just started playing the game 4 minutes ago. Yeah. I usually like to play g3 once I see this, because I know that he either has to play a stonewall here, or he is going to put the bishop on b7, and if we just get there first, I think it makes it a little bit uncomfortable. So yeah, this is what I mean. We are going to get a stonewall out of him, which means that bishop's, it's just not going to be great. Yeah, bishop d7 does not look good. Queen b3, I think he wants to play bishop there. Not saying that's a fantastic move, but I think that's what he wants to do. So normally we would want our knight here, but the way these stonewall positions work, I think I want this knight to go there and this knight to go there. So we'll see if I can make that happen. Yeah, I figured he was going to do that. We're going to play c5. I don't really want to deal with that. Like, he spent the time to put that bishop there. That's fine. I think we'll go here. Try to keep a knight on e5. Actually, maybe taking and going here was a little bit better. I don't know. It's around the same. You learn, I earn. It's only fair. I like that. You learn, I earn. Thanks for the resub there, Pitor 4K. On your 5th year with us. Whoa, G Madrid. Mr. Madrid. Muchas gracias. The gifties. We gotta change the sub goal. You're always hitting it for us there, G Madrid. On the dot, exactly 69. Nice. Nice. Man, there's some plebs in here who didn't get one. Unlucky. 53 gifted subs from G Madrid, and there's still people not subbed. That's a damn shame. Yeah, honestly, unlucky. What can I tell you, bro? That is quite literally unlucky. This knight on e4 is quite annoying. Thanks so much, G Madrid. Hope you're enjoying the slower rapid. That's what we've been doing lately. Wow, Inspector Gadget, a pleb, is here for the chill vibes, not a sub. Staying true. He's a man of his word, man of principle. Even though it allows bishop there and we can't castle right away, I think it's alright because we can still do a move like this. But it's not my favorite move to play. I wish we could leave the pawn there. I desperately need to play f3, but it's been so annoying that this pawn is hit the entire time. If the knight goes back now, I'll take it. The only reason I didn't want to take it is because the f-pawn would be backwards. Now I think it's fine. Why not a4? I don't know that I want a pawn... I don't know that I want a pawn just on light square like that for these bishops later. Wait, Jack loves chess. Why do you keep asking to see my right shoulder, dude? I mean, everyone else can see it, right? It's obviously it's a sub only right shoulder camera, but no, Jack, everyone else can see it, man. It's just you. Yeah, we have a 100% angle. It's a beautiful sub only privilege. Doesn't feel great to allow a3, but I didn't really like the idea of going there myself. If I trade these bishops, I don't think I have much to play for. I don't have much as it stands, but... I'm gonna go bishop here. Yeah, I figured he was gonna do something like this. We can do that, but also queen a3. If I take it, actually happens with check, so I need to do this. So my idea is like, can we trap the rook? Not quite, right? It's very close, but I don't think so. Because if you play bishop f1, he has bishop b5. Because if I go here, he goes there. Okay, but hang on. If I go here, he gets out. We have b4. This rook is just trapped. The nice thing is we don't even have to take it. Like, I just play bishop f1 and leave the position like that. It's completely stuck. Nice. Firanya, thanks for the 10 months with Prime. And Squibs5, thanks for the 28 months. And thanks again to G Madrid. There's still people coming in the chat like, wait a minute, well, I didn't realize I got a sub. Yeah, it's G Madrid. There you go. Got a nice KO on him there. These KOs brought to you by HelloFresh. Exclamation mark, HelloFresh. We got a nice global code that you can use anywhere that HelloFresh is active. Food, anybody? My food is in the chess.com pool right now. Feels like we didn't have that good of a position. Yeah, I mean, I had my sus blinders on. I just wanted to trade pieces with the guy. Get a position where we were like trading and maybe I was slightly better. Now, I think he had to play this right now. But the fact is he didn't play rook b5 in his last chance to do it. He could have played rook b5. But then b4 happens and it's dead. Drugalis, it would have been pretty embarrassing if I couldn't win that with 26 seconds up a rook. I would be upset. Queen takes a4, rook takes b2, board butcher. I'm not sure it's like terrible for me, but I'd rather keep his pawn on the board on a light square because I have a light square bishop. And you notice, like, if I wasn't winning the rook here, I would still be happy with the position in general. Yep, had to go for a positional grind against Buddy. Just an oil check. Just an oil check. And yes, we did get the dad bod shuffle in. Very nice, very nice. Soon, Spudge, soon. Not quite yet. We're saving that for Kick. Kick exclusive. Honestly, the bans are more aplenty on Kick. Hey, Hamster Ham. I'm doing well. Yes, the Wild Hacks marbles seem to hit different. That's a good point, Drugalis. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Bishop on g2 did nothing the entire game, and then it's the guy that plays bishop f1 and takes on b5, GG. Well, bishop b5 resting. The way I did it, king c3, b4 traps the entire rook. I think the maximum that you achieve in your way is bishop for rook. So I'm just squeezing out the most material possible. Right? Bishop f1 traps the rook, but he goes here. We go here. He takes. Of course, we're winning this, but not only is it a better move, but also just nastier in terms of the position to just do this. Because now we'll very likely win the full rook. Plus, I've already won the rook without even taking it because it can't move. So I have 2 pieces against 1. It's not like your move is terrible, but this one's just better. Do you mean the new month, Chaffex? Usually at the end of this month, we release when the next month's classes are going to be, if that's what you mean. Yeah, no problem, no problem. All right. Taking a short break. I think we continue with a little bit of rapid. Hang out on Twitch a little bit longer. And then we're heading to Kick, maybe for some marbles. Gym lessons are sub only. They're gym member only. That's a higher tier than a sub. I'm back. Maybe time for another one. Bonsai Gaming. 77 months. Thanks, Bonsai Gaming. Good to see you. Cheers, and thank you very much, Josh, for the Prime. Jordan hit us with a brand new Prime. Josh hit us with a 22-month Prime. But all Primes are welcome here. Just like HelloFresh, valid in all countries. Your Prime, all countries' Primes are valid here. Go Jack. Is that right, FED? Probably play this. That move doesn't look very good. We can just go rook b1 as well. The reason I don't think it looks good is because I feel like you want the pawn in front there. So I'm probably going to go like this. This might happen. We'll just go rook b1. I can also play knight e5 as soon as the knight goes to a5. And if black plays knight d7, then I'll go h5. Why not c4? Ooh, that's a that's a really bad move. Where do I start? It might lose a pawn, so that's a good place to start. It gives me an isolated pawn. It's not the side of the board that I should be playing on. That's three pretty good reasons right there. Pawns are pointing this way. I have my pieces all pointing this way. So it wouldn't really make sense for me to start playing on the queen side here. I'm not saying I'm never going to make a move on the queen side, but this is like opening things up. It's a pretty direct effort. Okay, so he's heading back. Probably going to play just g3 here. King g2, rook h1. Okay, wants to do this. I think it's time for a4. Just don't want this to be that easy for him to achieve. That is correct, Chafex. That is correct. Yeah, Pitor, it's not about g4 and h5 and going crazy. It's like I'm just making the slow moves. Eventually, that'll be a good idea for me. We'll get there. Okay, let's go here. Just hit the queen. I definitely don't mind that. I might take with the pawn. We'll wait and see. It might not take right away. But we're just building it up. It's not like I have to play rook h1 and h5, but we're building it up so that it's a threat he needs to worry about. Maybe queen f4. Also, if the knight moves, I think h5 is good. And I still like rook h1. Okay, he goes h5, but that's very, very committal. Queen d2 or queen e3. This allows the rook to maybe do something. It's just more out of the way. Queen f4. Takes queen h6. Knight f5. Takes, pawn takes. Maybe pawn takes. Big Fish Smoker? No, HelloFresh is a global code, buddy. Very excited about that. Were you at Big Fish? Are you able to get on HelloFresh now that it's not just US only? Australia, yes. Our code works in Australia. And it works in the UK, yes. HelloFresh for all. Make sure to get that fat discount using our code. I think for the cheapest option, it'll be like 25 bucks, less than 25 bucks. I think that's pretty decent. I wanted to go here, but knight a5 is a little annoying. Queen f7. I wish. I wish. Going here so that maybe I can come to f4. I know knight f3 makes more sense, but okay, let's definitely take. But I think the plan is to come to f4. Knight here we're taking. I'm surprised that he allowed this. Looks very good. Maybe he just didn't see it and thought I was rerouting to f4, but queen h6, knight g5 is incredibly strong. Where's Eric? You haven't seen him for a while here? Yeah, it has been a while since Eric streamed. Not even 24 hours. It's been ages, I know. I think he's in hiding. Here, knight here. Everything looks tempting here. just gonna take and go rook a6. I think that wins me my knight back. It's a bit of a strange calculation because this move looks so good, but I think I have rook a6 at the end. And if this move, I was also thinking just play rook a6 because like this is hanging, then you can't even block after rook f8. It's unusual because of course you'd want to take this with check, but I didn't see how to make it work. So yeah, it's kind of a funny way to win material back, but I think it works. Hey, Tommy. Hey, hey, hey. 100. Thank you. Tommy Fukin Shelby, 100 months with Prime. Damn, a hundo. The Benjamin Reset. Thanks, Tommy. H Bell, thanks for the 59 months. Been sub for 50 months. I mean, you're coming up to 5 years there, H Bell. Not too shabby at all. It's funny because I feel like you've really become a lot more active lately in the community, playing UTTs and everything. But you've been around for a while. Ivan Murer, thanks for the brand new Prime, Ivan. I think this was just well calculated. There's not much he can do. He's losing a knight, and then I'm just going to have 2 extra pawns, plus I'm going to be on the attack anyway. So here he wants to go here, and then he wants knight there to work. It doesn't, but we see what he wants. Only one move, king g8. But it's pretty easy to find because it gets out of the way of just about everything. We always have knight h3, which is why I was never too bothered by this. And yeah, we just keep that defended, and then should be fine. If we take there, we could lose. Now we can do it though because the pin is no longer there. Pick that pawn off as well. There we go. That's a nice win there. GG. Missed the knight hanging? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the game, doesn't even really matter. H5 is pretty much just as winning as rook c3. But yeah, at that point, we're just in cruise control. Push the pawn, nothing can go wrong. No sense trying to be too alert for a hanging piece when I don't even need it to win. I think he totally missed after knight h3, which is a good move, by the way. He totally missed that I was threatening this. Yeah, I completely blanked on it. So start with this, and then... Yeah, I don't know what the best continuation is. Looks like rook e3. I was thinking... Oh no, knight here, I actually saw rook takes e6. What was I thinking here? Rook e3. I guess after queen e7, I was thinking, okay, I'm not even really threatening mate there, but the pressure is just too much. Yeah, my line is good. It's not the best. Everything is forced. The reason why mine is good is this whole line is forced, and it simplifies. And there's not a lot of risk. So I really like what we did there. But the best move was actually to continue the attack. Rook e3, rook f3, keep going. Laurentius 798 with Prime. Thanks for the resub. That sounds like, or not the resub, the brand new sub with Prime. That sounds like a Romanian name. Netherlands is playing playing Romania in the Euros. Go KNVB, as always. Yeah, pretty soon, hella. I might play, like, save maybe 1 or 2 rapid games for Kick as well. And then some marbles for guys like Spudge. Guys who are lurking. Romania is doing well, yeah. Objectively, a pretty good matchup for the Netherlands. But still, scary to play teams that are overperforming. Yeah, this is the... Yeah, I mean, knight e7 to go here. Rook e6 really is a KO. Hitting the queen and checkmate in 1. Hup Holland. And if you just like play here, then you just put the pressure on. Like, he's literally frozen. Even though taking in here is not actually winning, I'm probably going to just increase the pressure. Like, rook a6, bishop takes g6 as a threat, you know? Everything becomes winning here. So, yeah. I was like, you know, let me cash something in. I think I made a good decision finding rook a6 in that line. So, that's why I went for this. Both winning. This one seemed to be more obviously winning. The other one was winning in a much less obvious fashion, but it was more winning. So you kind of get rewarded for just understanding the long term there. But with time getting lower, I wanted a position I could pre-move easier. And the risk of the other one is if I play rook e3, I play rook f3, but I don't find like the next continuation or something, then we risk things. But in my line, there's no risk. The whole line is forced, and we're better at the end of it. So I do like that about it. Good point, Chess Ninja. The pawn on c3. A hero. A hero. Did we get Big Fish Smoker and Chaffex looking at the HelloFresh? Trying to sell to everyone now. Global code energy. Tim also, yeah, got the nod for mod. Big moment for Tim. So far, I think 75% of his timeouts have been on Chess Ninja D1. Love to see it. That's why we hired him. Keep Chess Ninja in check. Laurencio, I'm very happy to hear that. Brand new at chess, it is literally the perfect series for you. All right, boys, we got Kick in our future, Marbles, and more Rapid. I want to tell you guys about NordVPN. If you haven't heard the pitch, oh, we do have Chicken Pants here as well. There's something that, I mean, obviously I'm here talking about NordVPN, but probably one of the more interesting things that's included. So we have the NordVPN. Hey, Ralph, how you doing? Do you see Yanya? Johnny was in here talking about yet another win. Hello, Johnny. Hello, climbers. Yeah, NordVPN. Here's the thing. We have a code you can use. It's ChessBra. It's a great deal. 30-day money-back guarantee. 2 years, you get 4 months free. One thing that I need to drive home is this. Here, my camera. It's not really in the way. Actually, it's not blocking anything. Is Saley. So I'm from the school of back in my day. You used to go somewhere in, like, 'cause I would always be traveling for chess tournaments, right? So you have to go somewhere, physically get the sim, pop that thing out, put it in, like maybe switch it for your own sim. You got to carry around that little pin that like goes into your phone, like the thing that you never have when you need it and you always have when you don't need it. Johnny DJ knows. I mean, we had the Tulum camp in Mexico. We were big sim guys. But if you have one of the later phones, especially like, for example, an iPhone like I have, then you have eSIM. So I got put on eSIM in the last couple years. I think the phones even had it for way longer than that, but I only got put on it in the last couple years. And I was like, what? This is so much simpler. They just got rid of that whole experience. So Saley is the company. They'll have an app as well. So it's just a global eSIM. It's an app for travelers, and you get it when you sign up with NordVPN as well. So eSIM just, to me, breaks the code. You no longer go to the store, get the eSIM, pop it out, have the thing. It's just on your phone. I've realized I should have been on this earlier with the amount of traveling I did for chess tournaments and whatnot. So it's all in the app. It's all on your phone. And it's often just way cheaper. And you just purchase the data in the app on your phone. So you can grab, like, I mean, I went to Kazakhstan for the World Blitz. Use eSIM. It was actually Jeff that put me on the eSIMs. He reminded me, he was like, dude, we don't have to like go to a SIM card store anymore. Just eSIM. Just grab like 10 gigs of data, 5 gigs of data, depending on how long you're going to be somewhere. And you just activate it. Even if I go back to Kazakhstan, if I have leftover data, I could still use it. Like, it's just so simple. So we're talking about NordVPN, but I'm just saying the bonus gift that you get of the eSIM data with Saley is also pretty worth it. That's something that I realized in the last couple of years, but I think they had eSIMs. It definitely got a little bit better. Like, I feel like now it's at the point where it's very reliable and almost everyone should be using it instead of regular SIM card swapping. But this was a recent thing for me, so sharing how much I liked that. I think it was the Kazakhstan trip for the World Blitz, which that was like my eyes being opened. Hey, what's up, JJ Bell? How you doing, buddy? So don't forget, this is all part of our NordVPN offer. We're working with NordVPN as we have in the past. 2-year plan, you get 4 months free, and it really is a 30-day money-back guarantee. We've worked with Nord before and haven't heard any issues with anyone who tried it out and tried to get a refund and couldn't or anything like that. So that's nice. But we got a code. It's Chessbra. We get some people signed up. It's just sitting there on the back burner. If you ever need a VPN, you've got it there and waiting. So it's literally like a 2-year plan. You get 4 months. You won't have to think about it for 2.5 years. And the eSIM data with Saley is actually very worth it. So it's a pretty nice deal. Code Chessbra, JJ Bell. Absolutely. When we're working with these brands, if we can get some signups, obviously that might turn into a bigger partnership, bigger relationship. Yeah, exactly, Jake. Beep, boop, beep. More internet. But just wanted to share that about eSIM because my eyes were opened recently and I was like, holy, like it's just so much better. So if you're not using eSIM or you're on the regular SIMs with that, I don't even know what that thing is called, like that little pin that you need to open your phone, my God, it's not necessary anymore. It's not necessary. Is it actually SA? That's funny. I've never thought about what it's actually called. Yeah, it's like a... It sounds like a term, a descriptive term, Tommy. So let me know if the code works, JJ Bell. Hopefully you get the discount and everything is all good there. Chafex, can you upgrade again? It should be for new signups, but you could always talk to their support. I imagine they'd be... I mean, at that point, you're still looking to support the product. You're just looking to support Chessbra as well. So sometimes they'd be pretty flexible with that. But hey, the code works. Chafex, there we go. Let's do it. Tack another 2 years and 4 months on top of that, plus the eSIM data. That's awesome. And yeah, let me know if it works for you, JJ Bell. So yeah, if you guys are looking for VPN service, definitely grab NordVPN right now because we have a discount code Chessbra. And the exclusive deal with the Saley up to 10 gigabytes of eSIM data for extra months, I think it's worth it. So just sharing my eSIM story. Like I said, we're going to be hopping over to Kick. Yeah, send him a message, Chafex. I'm sure it'll be no problem. What's up, Andy? It's great to see you. We're going to be just heading over to Kick right now, Andy. Bad timing. Or maybe good timing. It's always good to see you anyway. But I'll probably play 1 or 2 more rapid games and then maybe get the marbles on the track, folks. The presidential debate is on tonight as well. So I think we're probably going to hang out and, enjoy the festivities together. So it'll be a later stream tonight, but we're going to host the nonsense on Kick. So this stream is going to turn off and we're going to turn on the Kick stream. We're going to boot it up over there in just about 30 seconds. All right. So I'll see you guys there. Trolleydero, as we're hopping over. Thank you very much for the 39 months. See you guys on Kick in just a second. Remember, as you're leaving Twitch, as you're entering the tunnel to Kick, ! NordVPN. Grab yourself a VPN server.